In this look, I'll be doing another NFL look, and this is Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's not inspired by their uniform, it's inspired by their logo, which I see was yellow or some type of golden, not yellow, like gold, red, blue, and gray. Those are the colors I pulled from the logo, and also a little bit of black. So, kind of stain the lips with a little bit of a red color. I applied a red contour, gold cheek highlight, kind of a golden yellow in the eyes, gray, blue, black. So, if this is a look that interests you, please stay tuned. I start off with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Applied it all over my eyes. You're also going to see like some white glue in my lashes. I just glued it on. So it should be clear momentarily. For my first eyeshadow, I'm going to use Copperplate by MAC. It's just a matte squared gray. I'm using a 242 by MAC. I'm packing this in the center of my eyes. Or my eye, since I've already done the other side. For the matte blue on the outside, I'm using Prussian, which is also a matte square by MAC. I'm going to use a 226 brush. Apply this on my outer V and sweep slightly into my crease. I'm going to start slightly bringing that up a little bit, but not too much because I don't want the color to be too high. I'm going to stop right there. What I'm going to do now is take Goldenrod, which is a matte eyeshadow by MAC. Using that same 242 brush, all I'm going to do is dust it off and flip my brush over. Apply this in my inner corner. Also kind of brought into my inner corners a little bit. What I'm going to do now is take Carbon Eyeshadow by MAC, which is a matte black. I'm using a pencil brush by Sigma. This is like the 219 from MAC. Dust that brush off since it has goldenrod all over it. I'm going to strictly focus this in my crease. I'm not going to do any much blending. I'm just going to apply this in my crease to kind of darken it a little bit like I've done on that side. I'm going to repack Copperplate on the center of my lid. I'm not going to dust my brush off at all this time. I'm just going to flip it over again. Now I'm going to take that same Copperplate and my 226 brush. Going to start blending that blue upwards, not too high. Now I'm going to take that Goldenrod and the 242 again. Make sure you dust off the color if you're using the same brush so you don't put colors in the wrong places. I'm going to start kind of blending that into that other color, not too much. Brown highlight, medium plus, Mineralize Skinfinish, and a 224. If you're having trouble blending out your outer edge, just take your brown highlight on that same brush, get quite a lot on there, and then kind of pat it on top of that color to help, fade out the color. And of course you want both eyes to look as similar as possible, so adjust that accordingly. Along my lower lash line, I'm only going to use two colors. I've already applied the Goldenrod. Now I'm just going to apply Prussian. I'm using the same pencil brush I used earlier. And blend into the Goldenrod. Now I'm going to apply my concealer, NW35 Studio Sculpt, to kind of clean that up and, sharpen any lines I need to. For my liner at the top, I'm applying Blacktrack Fluidline by MAC. On the inner rim on the lower and top, I'm using Bare Minerals Round the Clock Waterproof Liner in Midnight. It's just a black. For my mascara, I'm using CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion Mascara. And for my lashes, I'm using the number 605s. And they look like this. I need to pick the old glue off of them. Or like this. Once I'm done, I'll return and show you what's face for my face. So I really have to hurry up because my sunlight is pretty much gone. So I completed the eyes, as you can see. Also red is in the logo, so I really don't want to put red lips on. So I'm going to try this and see how it works. Y'all know I just basically do whatever comes to my mind, so I don't really plan anything out. But I'm going to try using Exhibit A by NARS, I know right, as a contour. This is a bright red blush, as you can see. I'm using a 168 by MAC to apply this. And like I said, my plan is a light contour. I'm going to be very, very frugal with this. Now that's tons of colors. You can add a blush if you would like, but I wouldn't do anything too bold. I'm not going to do a blush, I'm just going to do a highlight. I'm going to do something shimmery since everything on my face is matte. I'm going to use a gold eyeshadow. This is called Goldmine. It's a nice yellow gold. I'm using that same brush. Again, being very frugal with this. I'm not going to put too much. I'm keeping my lips pretty natural. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. I'm actually going to use a classic Pro Longwear Lip Stain Marker by MAC. It's red, but it is not full-on red like this lipstick would be from Wet n Wild. And this is 910D. That's what I was going to use at first, but I think I would just look a hot mess if I did that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to apply this lip stain. And I might throw a gloss on top. I'm not sure yet. Kind of like the way this looks by itself. I don't think I'm going to throw a gloss on. Also, if you don't own this, you can use any lip stain. You can use the one by CoverGirl. I'm not sure of the colors or anything, but I know CoverGirl has some lip stains. So this is the final look. These are my eyes. My cheeks, you can see the highlight in there and the contour. I really like that combination. And my lips. If you do decide to use a lip stain, they are very drying on the lips, so if you have naturally dry lips, which I do, you might want to throw either a lip balm underneath or light gloss on top. But this is strictly for tutorial purposes, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take some pictures right after, which you can find on my blog if you want to see pictures of the final look. I'll have a list of the products that I use in my information box and also on my blog. So stay tuned for more NFL looks along with other tutorials, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Thanks for watching.